Today on DNVR Buffs Live, everything you need to know from Media Day 2025. Also, our interview with Omarion Miller. And of course, you know what time it is. Let's go,
squad. Man, Media Day, Shedeur's debut. Big day.
Yep. Two of the three of us are really excited about it.
Yeah, I don't know why Scotty's not pumped today.
Let's go, squad.
You see how we rocking, gang. Let's get it, man. What a day. Twin.
DNVR studio. Lots to get to today. Shedeur debuts tonight. LaJohntay Wester went crazy last night.
My dog.
Omarion Miller joins the show. We got him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
First
talk about that. First time, yep. I mean, seriously, first time he spoke to the media since probably the USC game.
Yeah. And he was great.
Yeah, of course. And then we'll talk all the takeaways from Media Day, Coach Prime, Julian Lewis, and Kaidon Salter's press conference. Shout out Ren Staub as well. He was up there on the podium too. All right, lots to get to. Let's start with Coach Prime, though. We only have some video from today, but man, the way he spoke about Byron Leftwich earlier, this is a different level of hire, it feels like, compared to, even some of the Hall of Famers they brought in. Like, the way that Coach Prime spoke about him was eye-opening.
Yeah, I mean, and it's, we talk about a position of need sometimes with recruiting and the transfer portal. I think this was a coaching position that really had to get addressed. And I don't think he could have done better. Adding somebody who was a former Super Bowl champion, offensive coordinator, Super Bowl champion, play caller, somebody who worked with and thrived with Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever in some people's minds. I think that is just massive. And whether you hear from Coach Prime talking about Byron Leftwich today or any of the quarterbacks, Ryan Staub, Julian Lewis, Kaidon Salter, whoever, they all have been very quickly impacted by what Byron Leftwich brings to the table from a football acumen perspective, from a former player's perspective, from a black quarterback's perspective. Is something that Julian talked about in particular today that obviously stands out and means a lot to him, obviously as a black quarterback. So Coach Prime said that Leftwich has been unbelievable. And Kaidon even said it. He hasn't been here that long, but it seems like he's already been here forever.
Right.
And that's the type of impact that I think we're only seeing the beginning of, because it's going to get even greater.
I have the jersey, y'all. You have anything to say on Leftwich before we show it?
I find it wild that Colorado hasn't even announced that hire yet.
I know, yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
The most Coach Prime era thing ever is we don't even know what his title is, other than just kind of reading between the lines.
Yeah.
But that's just how we roll here. But I mean, no, this is a special addition to the team. Like Coach Prime admits, I gravitate towards NFL guys, and this year, like, he took it to another level of, like, it's not just like the Hall of Famers and the big name guys. It's guys with real experience, Domata Peko and then Byron Leftwich coming into the staff this year. And Byron Leftwich, as a quarterback, imagine working alongside the guy who was working with Tom Brady just a couple of years ago and won a Super Bowl with him.
Yep. All right, you ready, Alyssa? Here is Coach Prime speaking about the addition of Byron Leftwich.
I wanted to ask you about Byron Leftwich joining the staff. What is kind of his day-to-day, and what kind of boost is that to that?
Coach is going back right now to check on his son. He's phenomenal. I'm not even equipped with words to describe what he's brought to the table. His experience, his knowledge, his day-to-day just communication and on-the-field communication with the quarterbacks has been superb. He's much more than expected, much greater than we would ever have thought that he was. He's unbelievable, man. I could see why the Bucks won the championship when he was there. He's unbelievable.
There it is. Julian and Kaidon also kind of spoke about it. Having left, 2 weeks he's been with the team now, basically, and he's already made what seems to be a pretty big impact on both guys so far.
Yeah, I think Kaidon said he's only been here 2 weeks, but it feels like he's been here the whole time. Mm-hmm. It's pretty great.
Next up, Coach Prime talking about Colorado's quarterbacks. I feel like this is maybe the most illuminating Coach Prime has been on the competition so far this off. I mean, it's only the second time he spoke this offseason, but I think this is the most we've learned so far. Third?
Big 12
Big 12.
days,
Yeah, you're right. But
yeah, by far the most we've learned.
Go ahead and play the clip, Alyssa. Here's Coach Prime on Julian Lewis and Kaidon Salter.
The quarterbacks.
Yes, sir.
Do you need to decide on a starter how do you approach this quarterback battle? Do you see both playing? Do you see one primary?
I see us winning. I'm not looking that far down the line. I'm looking to have great practices by these two young men, and cream of the crop is going to rise. So it's not an urgency that we got to name this or name that. Both these guys can play. I mean, I think we could play well with either one of them, but we want to put ourselves in the best position totally. So it's still going on. And don't underestimate Staub and what he brings to the table and what he brings to the room, because he's been in that room for the last couple of years, so he's seen some things that has had consistency in what we want and desire. And what he means to that room is phenomenal. Just being that older guy, that veteran that understands how we want things with these two new guys. So he's a tremendous asset to that room as well.
Shout out Staub. Really the big quote was when he was talking about Kaidon Salter earlier, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. This seems like the most kind of open. He wasn't super open there and giving a bunch of secrets and whatnot, but it did seem like that was the most, to use your word, Jake, illuminating quotes we've heard from Coach Prime on this quarterback competition. One of the ones that stood out to me were Coach Prime, it wasn't there in that clip, but he goes, Kaidon is a guy with multiple talents. You can see the burst, you can see the speed and the knowledge of reading the defenses. Coach Prime goes, this kid is going to cause havoc, and don't underestimate his throwing ability. That's obviously a pretty glowing, scouting report, if you will, of, Kaidon Salter. And it's a lot of what we talked about, right? The dual threat ability, the ability to help in the run game, keep defenses honest. But his ability to just play quarterback is being slept on, I think, nationally and maybe even by some in the fan base. This is a former Elite 11 finalist.
Yep.
Only the top quarterbacks coming out of high school get invited into that type of elite club. Julian Lewis was also an Elite 11 finalist. So
sure.
It seems like, let's call it over the last couple of practices, Kaidon has maybe shown why he's the older guy and why he's been in college football 4 or 5 years. And that's very interesting.
Yeah, I always feel like I learn a lot at Media Day because you get to talk to a lot of players on the record, off the record. You start to be able to build patterns of things that you're hearing. And I thought today was a big Kaidon Salter day. I said that in our quick takeaways video afterwards, but it was obvious that guys are really excited about him and Coach Prime. Now, there was never a point where I thought Kaidon Salter wasn't going to play, but when he said he is going to cause havoc, that is a declarative statement, not a if he's the starter, he would cause havoc. And again, I think both guys are going to play, especially early. But today was a big Kaidon Salter day for, the way that the team is talking about him and the way that the coach is talking about him sounds a lot like the way that teams talk about their starting quarterback.
Totally. The line that got me from Coach Prime was when he said, it's going to be a totally different type of offense than what you've seen from us.
Yep.
Which Julian, his closest comp is Shedeur. Like if Julian was in the lead right now, they'd be going, yeah, I mean, these receivers, you should see them, how crazy they run around at practice. And man, the ball's just flying out there. No, we're hearing a lot about multiple personnel sets, tight ends, running backs, multiple running backs in the backfield.
Yep.
We're seeing Kaidon Salter take off. We're hearing about it right now. And it just goes back to, honestly, like my initial thought of the whole thing. When it's like, Kaidon Salter's coming in. He's got this great running ability. You need to run the football. That just, to me, seems like he's going to be the starting quarterback. So,
and just to piggyback off of that, you mentioned Coach Prime goes, we're going to win differently. And,
yes, that one too.
Different than last year would be not relying as much on the pass and not dropping back 40 plus times a game. And the consistent emphasis from coaches and players this offseason has been, we got to run the football.
Yep.
Kaidon Salter is going to give you the best opportunity to do that. And one more thing, final thing on Juju from Coach Prime. He goes, when it's his turn, trust me, he's going to soar. When it's his turn. Yep. And that might not be this year. It might be this year. But I thought that was also kind of interesting, especially juxtaposed to, the phrasing with Kaidon, where he was like, he's going to cause havoc.
For sure. His turn could be interpreted as like his turn as a season, or it could be literally his turn
game.
To come into the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Either way, though, everyone we talked to had nothing but good things to say about both guys.
Yeah.
And as much as their conversation sounded a lot like ours about what the quarterbacks do well and what they like about them. We asked two different players, tell me one thing you love about each quarterback. It was the same things that we love about the quarterback. Yep. And so you guys will see those videos come out. So it's just interesting and exciting to see what this offense is going to be. And something else that Kaidon said that everyone is going to love is he was talking about how when he was at Liberty, there was a lot of pre-snap motion.
Right.
And he said, yeah, we're integrating all that pre-snap motion because that's something that I really liked at Liberty, something along those lines, which was obviously music to everyone's ears.
Stevie's got the quote right there, too. Coach Prime, he was talking about the run game, and he goes, we can't just sit back and wait on someone to drive us down the field this year, which is clearly what Shedeur did the last 2 years. And then he goes, less Hail Marys, more hell in the game.
That was fire.
Like, look, if it weren't for Folsom Field, the black and gold, the logo and all this, people may not recognize this team when they see it week 1 against Georgia Tech. Because what it sounds like offensively is this is going to be very, very different than what we saw the last 2 years.
What's a little bit unfortunate about it being Georgia Tech, though, is they face that every day in practice.
It's true.
Right.
And one of the first things that Coach Prime said today, the first position group we highlighted today, was that offensive line. He goes, that's the group that stood out to him the most throughout fall camp. He says they probably have 9 guys up front on that offensive line who can start.
I forgot you asked me that question earlier. We know the 5. Who would be the other 4?
I know, yeah. What do you think?
What was it?
He said we have 9 guys who can probably start. I think there's been obviously a consistent starting 5. Who do you think are those other 4 guys he might have in mind as guys who could be a starter and wouldn't bat an eye if they were out there? I think Kareem Harden is a name.
Yep.
I think Kareem's
100%.
definitely there.
Yeah.
Cooper Lovelace.
I wonder if Tyler Brown's in there.
I think there's a good chance. With
He's
Coach
dealing
Prime.
with a little something injury-wise, but potentially.
Just in terms of center.
Sure. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Left tackle, we haven't seen Mana much.
But he was also getting a lot of hype in the spring.
Right. So, I mean, Phillip Houston, he's not back on the field.
Say the name you said earlier, bro.
Well, first off, Andre Roy Jr., I think at tackle is the one who
He's
I
been
think
getting
is
a lot of
available.
run at right tackle.
Look,
How old is Andre Roy Jr.?
This says he is a junior, so
Okay.
he'll be back next year. Look, what I saw from, again, not to do this stuff because I hate it too, but the one rep I saw from Chauncey Good in Well-Off yesterday, and I showed Scott, for a guy that big, what is he listed at here?
I think 6'3", 380.
380 is what he's listed at. And I'm serious. His stance, like how low he gets in his stance is like so impressive. The movement skills are not someone that big.
Yep.
I think Chauncey Gooden's on that list.
Carter had a great rep in that session as well.
He did. It's interesting, though. That's what you love to hear. This is going to be a different looking offense, no doubt.
Totally.
The one rep that I
It's just the stance. Like, honestly,
For sure.
guards, if they get that natural, like seriously, if they get really low, like it's not even a problem for them.
If you can't get under him, you're not moving him.
Exactly.
Period.
All right.
Can you want to go ahead with whatever you're going to do? Are you going to hit an ad?
Yes. Let's take our first break. Sorry. I don't know what Tyler did. Yes, we are showing the Browns game at the DNVR bar. Shout out to our homies also over at Game Time. Shoot, if you're out there in Charlotte, right now is the time to download the app. Use the promo code Buffs and check the prices for that game because one, the prices are not normal for a preseason game, but two,
Certainly not.
about the hour before a game, that's the best time to hop on Game Time and check those price drops on tickets and see what deals you can get. Check out the Game Time Picks feature that shows you the view right from your seat. Shows you the best options as well, best deals that they have available. Whether it's for football, basketball, baseball still going on right now, theater, concerts, anything going on in your city, hit up our friends over at Game Time and take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. What time is it?
Game time.
Almost game time for Shedeur. And if you need a way to get to the game, might I recommend buying yourself a Toyota? Their trucks, their SUVs, their sedans, they're the best on the road, the best in the business. Everything they do is just top of the line, top tier. I love my Toyota. You should have a Toyota too. If you're in the market for a new car, who did I just see? Someone posted like my car busted up. I think I'm going to get a Toyota. I was like, you're smart. As soon as you have a Toyota, you'll be wondering why you didn't have one sooner. So visit a Front Range Toyota store at a location near you and test out any of their sweet new models like the RAV4 or the Land Rover. Check them out. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corbin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain State Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of Colorado Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR.
Did you have something?
Yes. So I think biggest winner of Media Day is probably Kaidon Salter. Number 2, DeKalen Taylor. A name that I heard a lot. We talked to him. He was awesome. Yeah. I think it was Kaidon who said it was Juju, I think, who said and we have a running back who can line up out at wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
I think that was Kaidon.
I think it was
Kaidon.
Kaidon.
Also,
But
yeah.
And we talked to him about that, and then not to spoil anything, but Simeon Price, I asked him what's his favorite play he's seen DeKalen Taylor make this year in camp. And he said, today he had a diving catch in the end zone. So
Sheesh.
DT, as they call him, or track.
Yeah.
Really a big winner of the day to me in terms of guys that stock rose just from talking to their teammates.
You're 100% right. I mean, I tweeted this about an hour ago. I talked to a handful of obviously players today. These names kept popping up. DeKalen Taylor was the first name I had in that tweet. And, I showed you a clip of a recent well-off video. And, when you are the stature, the size that DeKalen Taylor is, it's going to be hard sometimes to hold up in pass protection, especially with some of the physical freaks that are playing college football on the defensive side of the ball nowadays. But just put him at receiver. He has that type of ability.
That's where he played.
Right. That is such a cheat code, especially with mismatches and whatnot and personnel and not giving tells to the defense. Is he in this game right now as a true running back or is this a fourth receiver on the field? The mismatches that can create because of his versatility is going to be a real weapon for this offense.
He is really small, though.
He is. But, I mean, you talk about motions and shifts. He's a player that, you come out with him, you might be able to empty out the backfield at the same time and keep without having to sub, which is obviously a massive advantage because then the defense doesn't get to sub. So, Coach Prime also spoke about Jordan Seaton. What's up?
I have one last thing I want to say because I don't want to surpass this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Ryan Staub on the initial list of players who would be speaking at the podium?
No.
I didn't think so. So Staub wasn't there
Yeah.
on that list. And then Coach Prime goes out of his way to bring up Ryan Staub, and then Staub's on the podium. Not coincidental.
Yeah.
And I think that Coach Prime really wants to show Staub the love right now. And you guys are going to hate when I say this. But Coach Prime will not mess around with who goes out there first. When they go into that game against Georgia Tech. And he's going out of his way to talk about Staub because Staub is doing all the things that he wants the other guys to do consistently.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Look, man, he's been with the program 3 years. He's the longest tenured quarterback besides the walk-ons. Like, he's got game experience. Pat Shurmur clearly loves him, and I think the locker room really likes him a lot too. So,
I would just say also too quickly on that. That's just the type of coach Coach Prime is. Last week when we talked to the running backs, Kalen Taylor was not on the list of guys we were supposed to talk to that day. It was supposed to be Michael Welch and Darren Hayden.
Yep.
And I assume it's because if you handle your business, start throwing the practice field, I'm going to reward you as best as I can, as much as I can. And I think that's what we saw in both of those cases there with Staub and DK.
Okay, so here's Coach Prime talking about Jordan Seaton, his growth after his freshman season.
I just wanted to ask about Jordan Seaton. I saw one of the videos the other day. You guys were calling him the franchise. It seems like he's really embraced that role as well. Just kind of what about his personality and obviously his play style makes him a candidate to be one of the faces of this program going forward now?
Jordan was the dog when we got him out of high school. We just had to perfect him a little bit. Now he has a three-headed monster coaching him, and he's been groomed. Him being around the guys that we had last year a lot and spending a lot of time with them, it taught him how to be a pro. It taught him how to prepare for a game. It taught him how to understand the expectation of a game and how to understand the ridicule if you don't perform. So he matured his butt off last season, and he dedicated himself to getting his body right. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I mean, he don't even look the same. He's lean. I think he had on a pair of large pants out there today thinking he's sexy. He had his shirt all tied up and pulled up. I'm like, dude, come on, dog. What you think this is? He's going to be stripping in a couple of weeks in the direction he's headed. But he's happy with the way he looks, what he's done to keep the weight off, and he's quick and physical as ever. I'm so darn proud of that young man because everything we told him would happen has happened. It's been no false promises because we told him this will happen if you do A, B, and C. And he's done A, B, C, and D. So I'm truly proud of Jordan. Love him like a son.
The franchise. We also spoke to him today. You'll see that one later this weekend. But I think you and I could tell just from talking to him real quick that, like, yeah, he is like going on a crazy exponential, just uphill ascension.
Yep. I also think I got like a different part of my face sunburned when we were talking to Jordan because I had to look up so much.
Coach Prime mentioned this earlier, and we'll get to LaJohntay later, my dog, who had the hell of a debut. But Coach Prime mentioned this when he was asked about LaJohntay. He was like, that's a recruiting tool.
Of course it is.
When they are blowing him up and the Ravens are putting him on every damn social media post they can, they got to mention where he came from. Mm-hmm. They got to mention who he played for. That's Coach Prime in Colorado. And I feel like it's similar to Jordan Seaton, the way we're seeing his career unfold. When Coach Prime says there at the end, he goes, everything we told him would happen has happened. Getting a blue chip offensive tackle 5-star guy like that, a lot of people thought he would be gone in a year. A lot of people thought for sure he'd be gone by this time, a year and a half later. But not only is he still here, but he's thriving. He's one of the best offensive linemen in college football, and he's about a year or two away from being a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. That is a recruiting tool. Guys see that, that caliber guy can go there and have all the success he would have had maybe anywhere else, or maybe more there than anybody anywhere else. And that's just going to continue to get guys like Jordan Seaton recruited to this program.
We had so many conversations today, but I think it was Jordan who said just that to us. Like, it can be done here.
Yeah, it was Jordan that said that. Yeah. Jordan also told us, like, I can't remember what he asked. It was one of the first questions. He's like, we feel really good about where we're at. Really good about where we're at.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It is a monster offensive line. That isn't an SEC-sized offensive line.
Yes, dude.
I mean, Zai was there. I mean, looking up at Zai, bro, 6'7", you know what I'm saying? And even Xavier Hill was massive. Grill in? He did. That's the first thing I said. I was like, oh, I got the ice on today, don't you?
Like, out of the corner of my eye, I saw him smile. I was like, is that smile glistening?
Hell yeah. You love to see it.
Last one from Coach Prime today was it's Shedeur Sanders' debut tonight. This is what he had to say about his son, who's getting ready to debut in 45 minutes.
Shedeur went through and what you went through.
Yeah.
Tonight, watching tonight, does it make it almost more meaningful than just a football game?
I'm not gonna say meaningful. We've already spoken like 3 times a day. We just got off the phone joking and clowning like crazy. It's gonna be strange for both of us. I was in the hospital the last time. I missed, I think, 3 games, and this time I'm well. But, you know, me going out there taking that walk and him taking that walk, and he know I'm not there. That's different. That's different for him. So, but he's so prepared right now. A lot of people are approaching it like a preseason game. He's approaching it like a game. And that's how he's always approached everything, to prepare and to approach it like this is it. He's thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. He don't get caught up in, you know, all the rhetoric in the media. He's far beyond that. He was coached through that when he was a kid. So we've always gone through that, and he's always navigated his way. Some of the stuff is just ignorant. Some of it is really adolescent, but he's far surpasses that, and I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see Jimmy play. You know, I can't wait to see Shiloh play on Saturday. I can't wait to see Will play, Travis, and Cam and BJ. Did I get them all? Xavier. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm like a kid in the candy shop. It's like your babies out there that you cut their umbilical cord. Now they doing their thing. I just can't wait to see him get down tonight. But it's going to be a little weird. It's going to be a little strange. It really is. I got to admit that. But I'm praying for him, and God has set him up and placed him in the perfect position that he needs to be in.
In the perfect position he needs to be in. Coach
They cut
Prime
off the
says.
end of that, but Coach Prime goes at the end. He goes, "It's going to be a problem out there tonight, dog."
Oh, God. And he said it right there. Shedeur not looking at this as a preseason game or throwaway game. And we saw some videos of him walking into the stadium today. That looked like him getting ready for week 1 against NDSU or week 1 versus TCU.
No,
like,
he looks like he's getting ready for week 6, honestly.
Facts. I mean,
Also resulted in my favorite tweet I've seen in a while, the one you just showed us.
oh, it sure did. But I mean, that man is so locked in, and it's gonna be so fun to watch. The whole country is going to be tuned into this. And I just can't wait to watch it right here at the DNVR bar. Y'all come slide. Shout out the girls club too. It is Leo season.
Thanks.
We up. Let's go.
So I have to just tell the story of
Do
this
it.
tweet. So you've at this point you've probably seen the video of Shedeur walking into the stadium, and there is someone next to him who's like carrying like a large walking stick and a speaker, which I think is playing one of Shedeur's songs.
I think it's playing perfect timing.
I don't think it's perfect timing, but it's
I saw a tweet that said that.
okay.
But
I don't know, maybe an unreleased verse.
yeah.
Some fool who covers
Out in Pittsburgh.
says Shedeur Sanders showing up to his first preseason game with an entourage. He doesn't get it. Zach Jackson, who covers the Browns for The Athletic, goes, "That's his teammate, Tony Brown, you absolute dipshit."
Perfectly said. Y'all go like that tweet of Zach Jackson and go make sure he ratios that clown who originally posted that foolishness.
This is such a good tweet.
Hilarious.
Also, shout out to Shedeur. Black hoodie, kind of like gold pants, and the Buffs backpack on. That's my quarterback.
That's another reason it looked like it was week 1 versus NDSU.
Yeah.
Like it looked like
Right.
what was pulling up to a CU game, which is he is gonna go so crazy in a few minutes.
Okay, so on Shedeur's debut, I want your guys' advice here. So I want to make a large wager.
Bro, one betting website has a whole Shedeur section for tonight, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now. I've already put down money on Shedeur Sanders to throw a TD pass on his first drive plus 800.
Oh, that's money.
But I mean, it is against the ones, so the juice.
I mean,
is heavy,
plus
but-
800, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's love.
And then here's the other 2 that I'm behind, and I'm going to empty my account on one of these. Shedeur Sanders to have 200 passing yards, plus 160, or Shedeur Sanders to throw 2+ passing touchdowns, plus 275. Which one do you like the combination of likelihood and value there better. Because I almost
What were the odds on the yards again?
plus 160 on 200 plus passing yards, but 2+ touchdowns plus 275 almost feels easier to me than getting 200 passing yards.
I think that's right, bro. I mean, he's going to play 50 plus. He's going to play at least 50 plays tonight.
Yes.
He's going to play at least 2 full quarters tonight.
Yes.
I think I like the touchdowns one.
Who's the running back starting tonight for them?
I don't know who's starting, but it's going to be a lot of Dylan Sampson because no Pierre Strong, no obviously no Judkins, no Jerome Ford either. So it's going to be a lot of Sampson and probably guys we never heard of.
I'll be betting on the first drive touchdown. And is there an anytime like +1 just for the game? No.
Oh yeah, one passing touchdown is -150.
Oh yeah. Then I'll just take the.
Yeah, I like the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
2+ touchdowns.
I'll take the first drive one. What is it? That's the +800 one, right?
Yep. I just put down 2+ touchdowns, emptied the account. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, this is about to be so fun.
Let's take our break.
We're so back.
Shout out to the squad at Monarch Money, man. I got to be real with y'all. I'm kind of getting up there in age, y'all. I feel like I'm getting old, and I feel like I got to start acting my age, right?
Yeah.
Start acting like an adult,
Yep.
and tracking. Most importantly, finances and where my money
And
goes.
eating
And
flour tortillas.
and I can't think of a better way to do such a thing than with our friends over at Monarch Money. You can start managing your finances to build the life you actually want, the life I actually want, because Monarch Money helps make managing money so simple, even for the busiest of lives. With all your accounts, your credit cards, and investments all in one place, you'll always know where your money stands without any of the hassle. And I don't know if y'all knew this, but financial stress is one of the top reasons relationships fall apart. And if y'all want to make sure y'all keep y'all significant other locked down, I would suggest downloading Monarch Money because it makes those money conversations that much easier. So get control of your overall finances with Monarch Money. Use code DNVR at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off, y'all. Your first year at monarchmoney.com with code DNVR. Shout out to the squad over at Monarch Money.
And shout out to our friends over at Cake Mortgage, where if you own or plan to own an investment property, you just got to hit them up. They make it easy to buy, refinance, or take cash out without the headaches. Even if you're a first-time home buyer or first-time investor, they got you. And you don't need to show tax returns or W-2s. That's one of the things that Cake really helps with, right? I mean, you have a W-2, you can go to damn near any bank and probably get a loan. But that's just not the case these days. Lots of freelancers, content creators, business owners, many, many more options like that. And Cake just helps folks out like that to get a home, get a loan. So even if all you have is a lease agreement, they can just use the market rent. It doesn't matter if it's vacant, rented, or a recent purchase, they can make it work. Even if you show that like you have someone signed to like be on a lease with you, you can just show that as proof with them and they'll pretty much okay you. So give them a call, 800-EAT-CAKE. That's 800-EAT-CAKE to get a bigger slice of the American dream. Call now or visit cakehome.com to read the many 5-star reviews and get started. Cake Mortgage Corp, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 1734623, licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply.
People are really losing it over this Shedeur video. I'm walking into the stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a bunch.
And
honestly.
I'm in a good vibes only mood. So
Yeah, I'm
it's
just not
Friday
even trying
afternoon.
to-
With the weekend is like 10 minutes away. So I'm not going to crash out right now. But like, can I just say that that's how he locks in?
Exactly.
Like, he's just getting in his zone. I don't get.
And he's
people are
also
so
like
dumb.
there 3.5-4 hours early too. Like,
Yeah.
because he does like a 2-hour,
Yeah.
2.5 hour before the
Warm
game
up,
on
yeah.
field workout. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe I need to do that for my golf game.
He out there at the Browns wearing all white tonight. Sheesh. That boy got the sleeve on the left arm tonight.
Hell yeah.
Sheesh.
It's all the way up.
For real.
Real quick on Kaidon and Julian's press conference. I wish I could tell you to watch it. I don't know where to watch it now. But anyways, the last few questions on this one, basically all three quarterbacks were asked about the receiver room and the pass catchers who have kind of stood out to them so far. Kaidon, first off, he called it one of the best receiving rooms that I've ever had in college. And he goes, well, it's the best receiving room that I've had in college right after that. The depth is amazing, he says. He mentions DT at wide receiver, DeKalen Taylor.
You said DT?
That's just what the quote says.
Oh, okay.
What is happening here? What's going on between you two with this?
With what?
This guy.
DK, DT, what's this? What is this?
What's today's date?
8-8.
There's only one DT in my mind.
Oh, we don't have to do that.
It wasn't me. Somebody called him DT, and Jake was like, I don't like that. And I was like, all right.
I literally, like, I call Todd Davis TD.
Good for you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
He'd be coach to me.
Coach Todd.
And then actually Staub is the one who next up mentions Omarion Miller is going to be our dog.
Yeah.
Joseph Williams is another name he mentioned. He mentions Draylon, mentions Zach Atkins at tight end, says the list goes on. And then, of course, Julian is next. And he goes, gotta mention Q for 6, high school national player of the year. But yeah, they're all
JoJo
really liking him.
was another name that came up a lot today when I was talking to players, as well as obviously Q for 6 Quinton. But JoJo is a guy who is really, on both sides of the ball, has really impressed his team with his ability to go up and get the football and, make plays that a lot of receivers just can't make. And again, this is a true sophomore.
I know.
JoJo's going to be a problem.
I think it's the hardest thing to keep track of in the transfer portal era.
Yeah.
Is how old a guy is.
Right.
He's very young.
That's why this is the best thing we got today.
Dang, I put mine back.
I'll take a picture for
Alyssa,
you.
will you turn the AC down a little bit? Yeah. Thank you.
A couple more things from the presser today. Sorry, I got to find these. Coach Prime was at first question, actually. He was asked about standouts after the first week of camp. I didn't get all these, but offensive lineman, you brought up the 8 guys that can start, loves the DBs. Linebackers, it sounds like he's really encouraged by what he's seen from the linebackers. He says they're running to the ball. Their testing numbers are crazy. It far surpasses that speed a year ago.
Martavius French was another guy that came up quite a bit today in conversations that I had with players.
Coach Prime also was asked about his health, said, I'm good, I'm healthy, vibrant, I'm my old self. I'm trying to live my best life to the fullest considering what just transpired. Obviously mentioned there's some changes going on, but he looked good, sounded good. He also spoke glowingly about Arden Walker. He said, I'm trying to figure out if he's going to be a dog or a leader, D or L. So basically he's going to get a jersey patch. He's one of your captains. It's just...
Got to be leader, right?
I
Not
think,
that he's not a dog.
I don't know. I think
Clearly
he had
there's
like
a
a
debate.
10-plus sack season. Like,
Well, leaders can get 10 sacks too.
sure, but
Some of the clips I've seen too, like
he's nasty.
that boy playing with physicality and like an anger that I don't know if I seen last year. He was obviously really good last year, but like I said, the anger that he's seeming to play with throughout in fall camp, because again, this is his last shot here at the college level, right? He's trying to make it to the league, and I think he has the capabilities, the talent to do so, but it's going to take his best season yet, and I think that's what we're about to see from him.
Did you get to talk to him today?
Briefly, we just said what's up to each other, but I didn't get to chop it up
same
with
with
him.
us.
Yeah,
He's a popular guy out there.
he really was.
They were lining up to talk to Arden.
As
That's
he
our
should
guy.
be.
Hell yeah.
Hit that
asked
like
Coach-
button, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Hit the like button for sure. We need
Shout out Carlton for always holding it down.
We need at least 350
Real
today.
one.
This is a big show. So, I asked Coach Prime about DJ McKinney because, I told Coach, I was like, look, Coach, DJ's getting a lot of buzz, also getting a lot of criticism. And he goes, criticism for what? I told him, that's a great question, Coach. Because I don't know.
Because everyone in the world thinks that they are an analyst now.
So Coach Prime just mentioned that, hey, when scouts come here, DJ is one of, if not the first name they ask about.
The first, for sure. That's what he said. The first.
So that's the last time I'm addressing any of that stuff, honestly.
I want to.
Do it.
I'm not.
Do it.
It's good vibes only. It's Friday
It
afternoon.
is good vibes only.
But
Go ahead.
stop. Just stop.
In addition to praising DJ McKinney, Coach Prime also mentioned that Preston Hodge is the leader in that secondary, though. From a
Yes.
leadership standpoint,
Yes.
from a on play, from a consistency standpoint, and Unc even told us that I think last week. People, for whatever reason, we get enamored by the new pieces, the transfers, sometimes the high school recruits. Preston Hodge had a damn good year last year, and he's had a damn good fall camp. Consistency has been the calling card for him this fall camp, and obviously that's what all the coaches, Coach Prime included, preach. So that's going to be an elite cornerback duo, and I don't know if there are going to be many better ones that this team is going to see this year.
We talked to Preston today as well. You'll see that one this weekend.
Preston was great today.
He's locked in.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
He said several times to us, "You're getting a different guy this year."
He seemed different today. He seemed more comfortable.
New
and,
hairstyle, all
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Maybe it's just that phone, that New Jersey number.
He talks about the jersey number like 3 times as well.
For real.
Well, he knows. Coach Prime says, if you're a single digit here for me, you're a dog. He knows.
Definitely.
All right. We spoke to quite a few players today, but one of my favorites is O. So we got Omarion Miller to join the show, basically, and I thought it was
he's so comfortable.
Yes,
right
dude.
Now.
Yes, you can. The growth is so noticeable if you've just heard or seen anything from Omarion in the first 2 years. So here's Omarion Miller joining the show.
All right, we got the man of camp joining us so far. I don't even have the words to describe what I've seen from you on the field. What's it been like being back on the field, recovering from that injury, everything you went through the last kind of 8 months or so?
It's definitely a good feeling, man. To be at this point now, from my injury that I did, I don't think nobody really knows. Like, there was nothing, that's not a simple injury to bounce back from. And, to see my resilience, for me, like, it surprised myself. I'm trying to work hard, get back to where I was, and to be here, and dominate how I am right now, man, I feel special right now.
Coach Shermer, I think, said, "I see a totally different man in Omarion than I did when I got here." So over the last 2 years, what has changed the most about you?
I definitely have to say my mentality. Coming in as a freshman, there were some things, that I used to do that wasn't really, I would just say my immaturity has definitely grown also. But just my mentality, just realizing that, I'm one of the veterans on this team now. I'm going to my 3rd year. And just stepping up and taking this role that I got to take on this year.
What's that feeling like, kind of being a vet, but also kind of the guy in the receiving room, kind of like what Travis was the last 2 years? What's that feeling been like for you so far?
It definitely feels good from my standpoint, from always being a younger guy, looking up to the older guys to the point where now I'm the older guy, and I got younger guys in my room that I got to, mentor to and talk to. So it definitely is like a wild feeling for sure.
Tell me something you love about Kaidon and something you love about Juju.
Whoa, oh, that's tough. I definitely have to say for Juju, how poised he is for a young quarterback. It's not a time where he's not, uncomfortable. He's always ready to throw the ball, always ready, to take shots. He's ready to throw the ball downfield. And the same as Kaidon. For Kaidon, I definitely have to say his legs. His legs is definitely going to be a key factor for us this year. And it's crazy because he can throw the ball also, but, his legs are scary.
What's been the biggest thing you've learned from Coach J. Phil over the last 2 years?
I have to go back to that mentality standpoint. Coach J. Phil is big on mentality, just, being a pro, at everything I do, whether it's on the field, off the field, when I'm at just home chilling, I definitely have to just say that, just being a pro.
What should the world expect from Omarion Miller this year?
A Heisman type of season, that's all I got to say.
Love it, man. We'll leave it at that. Big year coming.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
wait to see it, brother. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Heisman type season is what you should expect from Omarion Miller.
Look, man, it's only a matter of time before everyone in the nation knows his name. It really is.
I'm so excited about
I have to
this
just
young
calm
man.
myself down. So I want to be like, he might be the most well-known number 4 wide receiver in the country by the end of this.
Look, man, a lot of people just want to crown young guys like Jeremiah Smith when they
You
come.
want to crown their asses.
Yeah. It's very hard to do what Michael Crabtree did, which is just ball out as a freshman and then follow it up as a sophomore. It's almost impossible
His
to do that.
numbers are insane.
They
bro.
really
We were
are.
looking at those recently.
I know. I couldn't believe that.
It's
Yeah.
sickening.
But always going to make some noise this year.
He's got everything, man. He's got everything.
We could have kept that interview going, but that was just such a mic drop moment.
I know. It really was. Shoot. We got 5 more of those. Should we tell the people who we got? Or do we surprise them?
Yeah, no, let's just stay tuned to the channel. 3 coming out today, 2 tomorrow, 2 Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned to the channel all through the weekend. You guys don't have to wait till Monday to get some more content from DNVR.
Facts.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We're going to get out of here in about 15 minutes so we can get ready for the game as well. Let's talk about last night when LaJohntay Wester did LaJohntay Wester type things. I'm not surprised at all. It's crazy he went in the 6th round. It really is, honestly.
My dog, man. So proud. Just so proud, dude. I mean, you saw that first punt return that he had, his first touch, and Coach Harbaugh talked about it after the game. And I didn't know this, but Coach Harbaugh is a former special teams coach.
He's like probably in love with LaJohntay right now.
And that was kind of my biggest takeaway after listening to Harbaugh. Like, this is probably going to be, Wester's going to be like Coach Harbaugh's guy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Clearly, they have been looking for answers in the return game. And especially when you have a team that has a franchise quarterback, has the elite running back, has the defense, has pretty much everything from infrastructure in place to go win their Super Bowl. Sometimes it's that type of guy who can just take you over the top. Somebody who can, turn a special teams, a routine play into 6 points or flip the field. Mm-hmm. But like I was saying earlier, like you saw in that first return to LaJohntay, he was like, oh yeah, I belong. This feels regular to me. You know what I'm saying? And on that second touchdown or that second, punt return that he took to the crib, 87 yards, I believe. I mean, that's the electricity that I saw damn near every single week last year. And that had me so enamored with him last year. And that had me damn near picking him every single week to be my player of the game to the point where you are like, all right, bro, I can't pick him. You can't pick him every week, Scott. But this is just the beginning for LaJohntay Wester. And I didn't drop the man tier last night when I saw my boy run into that end zone.
I just love. I have so much love for the passion that he plays the game of football with.
It is heart on his sleeve, bro.
Infectious, man. And he's really locked in on a play-to-play basis. But when he gets his moment, he's just he's so fired up, bro. He's just you just see him walking down the sidelines, just talking his talk.
That turns everybody up on the field.
Yes, man. I don't know if he's on a very short list of players in terms of the passion that they play the game with, and that will take you a long way when you combine it with the talent that he has.
For sure.
Totally. He just plays with so much passion, so much heart. I bet you his teammates absolutely love him.
Yep. I mean, he was on the field for a rushing touchdown on like the 2 drives later.
Turned up,
still
yes.
Well,
for his guys.
Also, after the return touchdown too, like Malachi Starks, the first round pick is like going crazy for him. Like,
Zay Flowers too.
Yeah, just the feeling of like, I belong. Like, I can't even imagine how good that must have felt.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think we had like the Baltimore broadcast calling the game.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And right after that, they said, no longer a question. There's your punt returner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep. And my dad called me right after that. And that's what I told him. Like, I think we just watched LaJohntay Wester earn not just a spot on the 53-man roster. I think we just saw him earn like a long career in the NFL. Because no matter what he does as a receiver, and I think he's going to be a good receiver in the NFL, and he showed flashes of that last night. But no matter what happens, there is always going to be a team that's like, we could use a returner who could also be used as a receiver. Yep. That type of versatility, especially when you're getting the game time and you got to pare down your roster, and there's a guy who can do 2 different things and fill 2 spots like LaJohntay can. He's going to be in the league for a long time, and that play is going to be the beginning of it. He also caught a couple passes last night. I think he had 2 catches for like 40-plus yards.
Yeah.
One really nasty back shoulder catch as well. He's gonna be a problem. Turn.
He had so many reps too, where I just watched him get off the line, and it's like I know he's open.
Oh yeah.
They're just not looking at him, or the quarterback's already getting
wide open on a drag later in the game.
Yes. There was one I think towards the end of the second half. He cooked whoever the corner was on like a dig. Like if the quarterback saw that and hit him, LaJohntay's running for a long ass time.
Yeah. I think I have an 11-0 lead on you guys in fantasy football.
You probably do, honestly.
6
plus the 1 for the 2 catches.
And 4 40 yards.
Who's your other player? Do you have Jimmy too?
Nice.
We shall see. And then, Shedeur, 20 minutes. Any last minute takes, predictions, questions?
This is my last minute take
thoughts?
right here.
God, I can't wait, man. This is gonna be so fun. We're like, the fellas are gathering to watch football.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, man.
We're back.
I was telling you, Jake, before the show, like obviously Shedeur isn't playing with the starters, not the starting offensive line, not the starting, kind of skill guys, but at least the skill guys. He's got some players, I know you're not a big Deontay Johnson guy, but he's going to be out there with Shedeur, especially against like backups.
Yeah,
like
that's a good
Deontay
backup.
Johnson is a veteran wide receiver in this league. Jamari Thrash is a decent player. I'm excited to see Dylan Sampson, the rookie running back out of Tennessee who they drafted this
Don't
year.
sleep on Gage and Luke, bro.
Yeah. Shedeur going to be targeted.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet one of them catch a touchdown from Shedeur tonight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Harold Fannin Jr. as well, the rookie tight end who got a lot of buzz, who was one of the best tight ends, pass catchers in college football last year. He's going to be out there with Shedeur a lot today. So Shedeur's going to have weapons, and Shedeur going to do what he do, man. He in his element. He know Jimmy Horn Jr., his boy on the other sideline. That's going to turn him up. It looks like Bucky made it down there for Carolina as well. So it's he's going to have some love, a lot of love, not just some. He's going to have a lot of love in that building. And, man, this is going to be so fun.
Cannot wait.
True, just a girl. True.
Wrap it up then.
Well, let's get to the
chats?
comments, yeah.
Evans Demon asks, you guys get to talk to Quincy Wiggins, his boy.
We sure did.
Yes, we did, brother. I got you.
Yeah.
Don Peasy with the super chat.
Easy.
$12 for Shedeur, $10 for the future of Juju. After hearing Shedeur is in white on white after an offseason full of hate and doubt and shoddy O-line, might this be his NFL TCU moment?
I'm telling you, bro, when I just see him in an all white, I'm like, yeah. As if I needed another reason to think he's going to go crazy tonight. There it is right there.
I'm so excited.
Me too. Oh, yeah, show the field. We've got more on this, but here's a close look at the field looks incredible,
So
honestly.
clean. So clean.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was hot out there in Boulder today. Very hot, actually. But after today, really, it's almost like fall's starting to creep in a little bit.
Yeah, 81 tomorrow, 75 Sunday.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's going to be
Hell
an
yeah.
incredible weekend of weather.
Hell yeah.
By the way, did you guys hear about the new team motto?
Team motto?
Yeah.
New team, new players.
Team new guys.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Bro, I think that's the hardest I've laughed during a well-off video.
I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, oh. Well.
New team, new guys.
Shout out Debbie.
Shout out Debbie. She says NFL Buffs are ruling the social media feeds, YouTube, IG, X. I deleted my Twitch because I'm older and it
It's boring.
bores the
bored.
shit out of me. Although Shiloh was hilarious. Shiloh's always hilarious, but
He really is.
Gee, when Shedeur do what he finna do tonight and Jimmy damn near find the end zone after LaJohntay did last night, Colorado is going to be the talk of the NFL preseason.
Facts.
And
This is going to be the most watched preseason game of all time.
ever.
the late Colorado. Go
I
ahead.
can't even imagine what the record is.
I feel like we're going to find out soon.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos game 2012 Peyton Manning is up there.
Facts.
That Steelers game.
Yeah.
Was that when he first got over to Denver? Or
First preseason game was
Yeah.
against the Steelers, right?
No, that was that was a regular season game. Maybe not. I don't know. No, I think you're right. I don't remember playing the Steelers in the preseason. We always play like West Coast teams.
Maybe that's either way.
we predicted Shedeur's stat line yesterday, which I think Jimmy finna be on tonight.
Jimmy's going to get 1 for 60 and a tud, and then he's out. That's it.
I'll say 3 for 63 and a tud.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play a lot tonight because they have a lot of guys in that receiver room.
Do you think we see him return a kick?
I don't know if I guess I haven't really been following Panthers camp that closely. Has he been getting work?
Truthfully, I don't know either.
I don't know if I've seen that with LaJohntay in terms of the punt return, but he obviously can do it, and they love his speed, so that's gonna be on display tonight.
Steelers was the first regular season. Either way.
That's what I thought.
But the first preseason game was massive. I can't remember. What are you laughing at?
I got to guess.
Anytime I see those 4 words, bro, it just cracks me up.
Cardinals first preseason game feels like it would be right.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
It's all right. Nate, you silly, bro.
It was against the Chicago Bears. So I was going back to the whole just Colorado being everywhere after LaJohntay and Shedeur tonight. What's going to happen? Like, that's recruiting in and of itself. That's
what Coach Prime said to my question.
Yeah, it's like unassisted recruiting. Like, you don't even have to lift a finger on that. And recruits are paying attention to that tonight.
Yeah.
That's big time stuff, man.
The hotline blinging.
Yep. Well,
Broncos
ready?
love Peter and the Bears, he says. Can't remember a time that happened.
Brock Osweiler did it on our way to a Super Bowl.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That's crazy.
Tim Tebow did it because your running back ran out of bounds.
Yep.
I didn't ask you to list these off, bro. I don't know why.
You also, I mean, this ended up being good for you, but you choked a 20-some point lead 2
Marion
years
Barber.
ago?
Marion Barber, that's what it was.
Marion the Barbarian.
Oh, yeah, we tried to give you the game.
Yeah.
We were trying to tank Sean Payton's first year, and then...
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Y'all
That was in Chicago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Y'all let us come back from 24 down.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
Shoot, I can't remember ever losing to the Bears.
Oh, I can. There's one that sticks with me.
Good.
Devin Hester had 2 return touchdowns against us in like 2010 or something like that.
See, they're calling LaJohntay Devin Wester.
Yeah, we got
That's so fire.
Is it Devin Wester or LaJohntay Hester? I think I like LaJohntay Hester better than Devin Wester.
Devin Wester rolls off the tongue so easily.
Maybe, yeah, you may be right. I don't know. That's elite though.
Edit then?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll be back on Monday. We have media Monday, actually. So we'll talk to some other coaches and players.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tuesday's our next day?
Media?
Yeah.
I think it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
week,
you're right.
Go ahead.
The Buffs are scrimmaging tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
So you will see
At Folsom.
At Folsom. You will see YouTube content tomorrow of them scrimmaging.
Let's go.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
You'll definitely see, where the 1s rest, where the 2s rest type of thing. But yeah, we have a bunch of YouTube content. More than that, you guys have social content that you made. That was
y'all gonna like that.
Incredible.
This is like made for the chat.
Yeah. Very Chad coded.
You did a journalism?
I did a journalism. Yep. Everyone loves when I do a journalism.
So we'll get that going. But yeah, it's time. See y'all Monday. Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.